are having a little technical difficulty, so I'll go next. So I know that the theme of the show is fathers and sons, and I'm sorry to tell you that I am neither a father nor a son. Ishmael actually approached me and asked me to be a part of the show to highlight what daughters are like with their fathers. And when I told my father that I was going to be in the show, he asked me not to embarrass him. So naturally I wrote a poem about him. There are a lot of Filipinos here tonight. Hi, Tita. She went back. I don't know her. Okay. So I did write this about my dad. I have a pretty comedic style, but this is the first time that I'm not relying on that to perform. So, when we were kids, we wanted to be superheroes. There was Batman and Spider-Man, Superman, Iron Man, Aquaman, every single one. And then me, Sporty Spice. We'd run around the house protecting our Lego-built worlds from dangers and destructions, like cleanup or toddlers. And we thought this is what we wanted to be when we grew up. Until one day, some damsel in distress tells me that I can't come to her rescue because superheroes have money or power. And I had neither. And now I'm standing here in my thick rimmed glasses and my neon tights, feeling less like Clark Kent, but more like a hipster. Limited by this notion that to be a superhero, I had to have more than this chump change in my pocket or some alien gene-like mutation. So I ran home and I rifled through every Marvel and DC comic I had, trying to find some poor, powerless hero. But I guess those issues just didn't sell well. But I had a secret hero. See, these heroes we see with Hollywood eyes aren't real. They were two-dimensional with no heartbeats, no pulse, no blood to shed. They were violent rejections of Disney characters at best. But my secret hero. Now you can run and go to every comic book store in town, but I can guarantee you that I'm the only one with the issues. Our story starts with an unlikely hero dropped into this country at the tender age of 9, holding his younger brother's hand and a pair of pilot wings over his heart. A disclaimer that he didn't speak a word of English. And as you read through every issue, you learn that he grew up to father his own siblings, to give up more than I ever could. And a lesson learned here is that to be the eldest sibling is not a burden, and it is not a right to be a bully. But it was a privilege. It was a sacrifice, and one that you never walk away from. That's not to say that our hero was perfect, but his pockets filled with stolen candy were only to reward the good grades that his mother never noticed. Now, let's skip a few issues. To issue 1987, when every year of being a kuya never prepared him for his life as a father. And so, our epic battle begins, where he fought through every evil and everything wrong to ensure that he had a better life for his children. You see, our superhero never flew through the sky, but he sat in traffic for 2 hours. He didn't catch bullets with his teeth or women when they fell. He sat at a desk, and he worked hard. And he raced home every night to make my karate practice. And his greatest heroic act wasn't rewarded with a medal or a key to the city, but rather left him in a category that was forgotten. Category of single fathers. You see, superheroes can stop bullets with their fists, and they can run into burning buildings, but to stay and raise 4 kids on a broken heart, that is strength. And to sit in an empty house that's haunted by memories of your marriage, that is courage. And see, I'm 24 and I still want to be a hero. But when you think about it, don't measure me by the size of my fists or my speed, but rather measure me in the moments that my father taught me to be strong. And so, maybe this world doesn't need Bruce Wayne, Dr. Bruce Banner, Clark Kent, Peter Parker, Billy Batson, the Storm Twins, Billy Grimm, Logan, Bobby Drake, Dr. X, or anybody else that was just drawn. They're stories told to children to nourish imagination. They weren't real. And though my dad never changed in a phone booth or hemorrhaged money for a mayor, he is still my hero.